they have a vet appointment. So this Friday, they have a vet appointment. They will go to the vet. They will get their last check over to make sure that the ulcers and stuff are all gone. And then we're going to start finding them homes.
Onto newer, shinier boob shelves.
Yes.
Oh, we just have those last swarm of spiders.
In this little section, yes.
Well, I guess I just boop it and hit him. I don't know. Fuck.
Go for it.
There's also fire behind you that's steadily spreading through the pit.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, my turn was trying to see if you would let me run around it and, like, Bugs Bunny's put it out, like the Flash put it out. Because all my characters are movement.
I mean, you could start trying to pat it out, yes.
Hey, that's boring. Oh, well, I'll just pat it out. I got King Infused Fist. I can do it.
You can.
You can also pull a hot lasagna dish out the oven without problems. Truly the superpower.
You're joking, but I would fucking kill for that right now.
It's a really good power.
Whenever I'm dealing with my fucking stove.
So,
anyways, I'll pat the fire out.
You manage to shrink it down. I'll take another turn to continue patting the fire out.
Case.
Fen, it's your turn.
Alright. I see spiders. So I'm gonna smash the spider. Actually, well, too late. I already used it. Do I hit spiders?
Do you shatter spiders?
Let's see. Yes, you hit spiders.
Well, then I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay.
Is good ability.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to be devoured by a swarm. Oh, magic. Well, that's... Wait, we're level 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have 2 attacks now. Yeah, I get an extra attack. Okay, so I'm gonna punch him again.
Probably a good thing.
Oh, well, didn't help.
You didn't hit them.
That's my turn.
And now it's their turn.
Now for my AC, I mean nothing.
Yep. No, they actually have to. They have an attack because they're 5th edition spiders. I mean, I guess they don't get you.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But they tried.
That's what really matters.
Sarah. Oh, Hoff's AFK. Sif.
I like glance down at Izzy. Do you need a hand?
Izzy will shrug. It'll be nice.
Okay. And then I'll like finish wolfing down my sandwich. Jump down into the fire and spend my action putting the rest of it out. Up.
Alright. So, Torch, the true hero of time, goes away.
The torch is up there.
Yeah. No, I know the torch is up there, but the fire spread on Torch's turn.
Oh, right, yeah.
So there's no more fire. So Torch, the true hero of time, goes away.
Don't worry, he'll be back one day.
Izzy, it's your turn.
I am in complete darkness.
Might as well go finish the job up there.
Moving over here. I'm punch a spider in the face.
Let's punch a spiders in the face.
I'm going to punch multiple spiders in their multiple faces.
Yeah.
I mean, ta 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 ta.
I assume the one punch kills it.
Yes.
Hop back before the cave. Before something happens in that cave.
Keels over.
Say what?
The spiders, most of them are dead. They've gotten squished. They've gotten broken. They are sad. The tiny little remnants run away.
It's almost sad to watch them scatter.
Eh.
Okay.
Was there anything useful back there in the little back of the tunnel thingy? Or just the spiders?
So DCL, roll me a perception.
Passive perception.
No, roll a perception.
Okay.
Oh no, give me your passive perception.
It's 15.
All right, yeah, you saw it. There's a door that was at your back. That was built into the wall.
What, like right there?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Is he size? And I guess I checked the door for traps?
All right.
Some good rolls.
The door is safe. There are no traps.
Well, normally I'd let somebody else open this, but trying to be a good boy and just take life by the reins, so
Yeah.
the door.
Awesome.
It
You get
always
attacked.
works for Sif!
I'm like partway
You
to
get
scrambling up. No? No good?
You get attacked.
Can I close the... No.
Oh god, don't actually OD&D us.
Just spider swarm as soon as I open the door.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the kind of initiative that Sif's like.
Wait, do we have to re-roll initiative?
You can, yeah.
I mean,
Can or
shit,
have
I
to
feel
do
like
it?
Fen might want to give it a go.
Because
Yes.
I like
He's
my initiative
AFK.
before.
All right, if you don't want to re-roll your initiative, you can leave it where it's at. Sarah and Fen will get a chance to re-roll once they get back. So, Sif, what are you doing? Oh, well, no, I gotta...
We don't know yet.
All right, I'm gonna guess a 9 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Because these spiders had moved forward.
Mm.
There we go. So now it's Sif's turn.
This always works for you, Sif! Why is it so bad when I do it?
I don't know. I mean, the door wasn't trapped and didn't explode. That's always a good start.
Ah!
Spiders! So many spiders.
You know what? I will get up to here and then I'm gonna thunderwave the spiders.
Okay. You notice there are no crystals in this part of the cave.
That's a good start. I like crouch down and then a very, very loud bark comes out of my mouth and blasts into them all. I have to make a DC 15 Constitution save. Oh, that's almost fine. And the other one? That one gets blasted back 10 feet and takes 14 damage. The other one takes just 7.
Alright.
And Emma's gonna come up here and I forget what she can
Roll
do.
me a 1d6.
A 1d6, sure. 3.
They take an additional 3 points of damage because they can go nowhere.
Nope.
Because there's a wall at their back.
Yep. Oh yeah, I still don't have a sheet for the familiar. I can't remember what it's meant to be able to do.
Oh shit, that's right. I was supposed to give you one of those.
It's okay. Oh, she will move to here and give advantage to the next attack made by Izzy against this swarm. That's my turn.
Alright.
Ah, thank you.
There is a little character sheet now for Emma.
Excellent.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Spider.
If you want, you can re-roll your initiative, or you can continue on the initiative that you currently have.
Yeah, let's keep the 21.
Fantastic. It's your turn.
Okay.
So DCL opened a door, and 2 more spider swarms popped out, and one of them tried to bite him on the face.
Move, move, move. Move. That's all my movements, I think. Yep. Can you do anything? I have short bow.
Yeah, you could shoot at them.
Let's shoot at the spider. Come on. Does a 13 hit?
Oh, yeah, no, a 13 does hit.
Okay, so, and that's plus 3d6. That's another 8 damage.
Awesome.
Huh?
Izzy, it's your turn.
Thought we were adventurers, not goddamn pest control. Ah. That first one had advantage too.
Yep, so it's a crit.
For an awesome 1 extra crit damage.
It probably helps in this case.
Yeah.
I need to grab a fairy sheet out of Volo's.
Ah, they go.
Then Izzy will go forward and spend a key point to Babap. Other one.
Nice.
Not bad at
So
all.
both of those hit.
Some good punches.
Yay, and those die as well. Congrats.
See, that wasn't so bad.
So should we actually look what's in there? You've seen a bit.
Ooh, I'll take a peek.
I think I don't see you moving those flumps, show.
Yeah, because now all the spiders are gone. They're not afraid to come out anymore.
Yay. And flumps are good and
Yay.
adorable.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend time around them, they just psionically make you feel good. Like happy people.
Haven't we died
And
yet?
I will investigate for loot.
I will also investigate.
Um.
Right.
So let's see.
And I investigated better than you. Ha!
You
Yes.
did. You did indeed.
There
Even though
is
you have
loot.
a plus 7.
You guys find.
Nothing.
What is a swarm's CR?
Swarm of
Super low.
spiders? Yeah. Probably 1 or something or a half.
Somehow it turned out even better when I changed the CR to lower. So
CRS half for 1 swarm of spiders.
yeah, I had the CR at 1 and then changed it down to half, and the treasure hoard got even better. So
It's overcompensation mechanic. It's trying to give the noobs good items.
so you guys find this stuff. You find this is your gold amount. And then you find a
Can't
What
spell
are these
account.
spiders doing with all this gold?
So you find most of this stuff actually in like pouches. What you can assume is that people came in here and then got eaten by the spiders.
Or that maybe
Makes
the
sense.
spiders have a living, breathing economy,
That is possible as well.
and we just raided their little spider banks.
Yep.
No. You're insane.
I spelled talisman wrong.
Talisman!
Go me! Talisman!
Just stick some guns on it and you have a perfect
You didn't
Digimon.
spell it wrong. You just spelled it the ancient and correct way.
No, it's talisman.
Talisman.
Go me and my inability to spell today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take those boots.
They're just nice boots.
Actually, I need those boots.
No.
I just went
They're
through a
mine.
growth spurt. I'm literally bare footed.
So,
Blink. So I would like to have some shoes so I don't have to walk over the jagged caves.
don't you have padding on your feet?
I mean, he looks down at the padding at his feet. Yeah.
Well, I don't. And I also had growth spur.
You also don't fly anymore.
Shut up, you.
Hey! She'll pout adorably.
I mean, I guess you are. I guess your feet are softer than those of cat paws. Especially since you never used them since you were always flying.
Exactly.
Hello?
Hi! I don't know who said that. Where was that from?
Izzy pokes his head in and it's just like, where did that
It's
come
from
Is it a
it's
flump?
from behind you.
Oh.
Poke head out.
You see a woman. Kind of.
No,
Do
that's
you
a
re-
flump.
Do you remember? Did you guys ever watch Atlantis?
Yes.
All right.
Vaguely when I was 6 years old or something.
So you remember how Kita turned into like that glowing, ethereal, see-through crystal bitch?
No.
Kind of.
All right. Let me see if I can find it.
I googled Kita Crystal and found it, so yes.
Yeah. So that's what she looks like. She looks like see-through like that in that same sort of manner.
Are you a spirit?
No. I am what's her
Oh.
name? Carisha.
Are you Carisha the spirit?
Scramble, scramble.
No.
Scramble.
I'm Carisha the Flump Keeper.
The Flumps have a keeper.
Ah. That sounds like a really pleasant job, actually.
They're my friends. I really like them.
Yeah.
Hop over the
Yeah.
chasm.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
What is Carisha exactly, though? I have no fucking idea. I rolled a 1 and a 2. Yay.
She's keeper of the Flumps, you just explained.
It's true.
Yeah. But let's see if I know anything. 14.
So she's a shard mind. Sometimes sometimes crystals like these that have spirits and souls trapped in them. Some of them can gain complete sentience and get up and move around. And they typically are rather neutral. It depends on what their given job is.
I assume the keeper of the Flumps is not going to be a hostile creature.
She's very
I
much
assume.
not.
We just helped her.
You did help her, and she's very thankful for that. And so I saw that you got rid of all the spiders.
Uh-huh.
Izzy will nod.
Thank you very much. I don't have much, but I do have a couple of things that you can have.
Oh?
Mm.
That'd be nice.
And she will lead you guys down the hall.
Wait. Before she does that, how
Mhm.
tall is the Flump keeper?
So she is medium height.
When I'm moving, I'm taking this flump with me and I'm hugging him near my chest.
Okay, that's fine. The flump will happily move with you. She
Is
leads
he
you guys. You
Huh?
guys can tell that the Flumps have lived here,
If Izzy,
and it's really cool.
if Izzy is taller than the Flum Keeper, Krisha, Izzy will give head pats.
You are taller than her.
Izzy will head pat.
Nice,
So
nice.
she leads you in here, and it's a house. Like, you can tell that people who mined in here probably built this place and intended on it to be a place to like live and sleep while they were working. But now it only has signs of Carisha's inhabitants.
What's the history of this place? I'm assuming there were people once here, but are now long past.
She goes into this little storeroom and starts rifling through a couple of the boxes in there. And while she does that, she answers you. She tells you that it was a millennia ago. The village was overrun by evil spirits. They would possess citizens and drive them to commit suicide. Since the people didn't have any defense against these attacks, it seemed like all hope was lost, just completely. And then I came. I am the only survivor of my race of people who lived here. They were really scared of me at first, but I explained how they could deal with their evil spirit problem. I knew that the crystals here could trap the spirits. So
you put them in there.
I
then.
suggested that they lure the evil spirits to the cave with false promises of child sacrifices. So the villagers built the false altar, and the spirits started to come here, and then they started to get caught. If crystals are broken, only then can the evil spirits escape.
So
I decided to live here and protect the cave because I was at my journey's end, and I had no need to wander anymore.
no offense, but are you sure you're the greatest defender of these evil spirits if a few spiders give you trouble?
The spiders are unfortunate. They were much larger than I was, and over the years I have grown lax, I suppose. And she comes out and she hands you guys 3 vials. But the Flumps and I easily take care of these evil spirits here because for some odd reason, the gas that the Flumps use to propel themselves around is toxic to the spirits.
It's because it's probably full of happy joy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why I've been gagging?
Maybe.
I knew I tasted happiness in the air. Well,
yeah.
I suppose if that's all taken care of, do you know what country or location we're in?
Yeah, you guys aren't we're not terribly far from God damn it. Where's my map? We're not terribly far from Greg Fort. Or the Chasm of Flies.
Sif,
What's up?
you have any idea where that's at?
Let's see here. Oh, Sarkana.
I think you need history or something.
Yeah.
Or geography.
I mean, history
Is
works.
geography a 1?
I
No.
don't
Nope.
think geography.
No.
Yeah, history works.
yeah.
All right. So Greg Fort is a small city in the mountains where you guys crashed. It's fairly well defended. It's fairly well protected. It has walls. It's just out of the way. It's a whole bunch of mountain people who live there, and they mine and they do ironworks and bronze works and stuff like
It's
that.
an active city.
It is an active city.
Hmm.
To the north of it is a place that she also mentioned called the Chasm of Flies. That is a bit of a strange place. If you're asking Sif like where you guys are, she goes back into the storeroom, grabs something off of one of the walls, and comes back out and hands you guys this.
What's the little eye thing on the bottom?
I have no idea.
Huh.
Someone who met the wrong end of the spiders left this.
I have no idea what any of this means other than possible treasure and danger.
Can give me. I need history or religion.
Heh, religion.
I do not have religion.
Religion, eh?
I'm going to help you.
All right, your religion is perfect. Okay, so there was a divine war some 2 centuries ago. Seotl, Isha, and Tyculla captured a titan named Garuk. He was known as Garuk the Devourer, and they pulled his teeth from his mouth and then entombed him. The fangs crashed to the earth, some as large as mountains, and across what is now called the Fangs Fall Peninsula. One of the incisors smashed into the ground near a small city, and the people took to quarrying the hard minerals out of the tooth. The Devil's March was a site of the battle during the war, in which the Hag Queen and her empire fought against the humans who were fighting on the sides of the gods. In desperation, the generals of the decimated and embattled human forces performed a necromancy ritual. The dead from both sides of the conflict rose up, shattering the army and wounding Mormo. Unfortunately, the summoned undead were not destroyed, and some continue to wander through the march to this day. While the humans and the Hag Queen's army made up the bulk of the opposing armies, there were many other races, including demons and infernal creatures, that were summoned in mass by the sorcerers. The land is poisoned by the necromantic energies.
Sif, where do you even get all the time to learn all of this?
Well, I studied at school. I was very good at school as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you just happen to remember this history tale from a far-off land?
Yeah, don't you remember things when you read
Well-
them?
I mean, generally, just not that clarity.
Yeah, but I'm one of the smartest people in this plane of existence, which is pretty cool.
So here's some more stuff that you know because of your religion. So the 8-armed symbol with the eye is the mark of Spiragos, a titan of ambushes. He was one of the offspring of the titan Garuk. Spiragos attempted to ambush warrior god Seotl, but was slain in what became known as the Devil's March. Spiragos wielded multiple magic items wrested from those he had ambushed. It included magical gauntlets, rings, and weapons. The titans and gods are known to adjust their body sizes to fit any given situation. The titans favored enormity, but the possibility nonetheless exists that even the enormous equipment of a titan might shrink to accommodate a human or other smaller being.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're looking at some possible, like, pretty much sweet god tier loot, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, your religion was high enough. So the writing in the bottom right corner of that map
Yep.
They're god runes, and they spell out very roughly. The Gauntlet of Spiragos is in Devil's March.
Sweet.
Compass.
Ratu, Varatu. So I guess Devil's March must be our first step. It'll be easy peasy.
Wait.
What?
Don't you think it's best we figure out what exactly happened to the Spelljammer?
Oh, I mean, we ended up crashing into a probability storm that improbably spawned exactly where we were, so we didn't get a chance to evade it. Usually, you know, those things crop up and then we fly around it, but it just occurred on us, so we didn't really get that chance.
Did you try to talk to her?
Is the Spelljammer in the air? It's
No.
crashed.
No,
It's crashed.
it's crashed outside right now. It's gonna take a while to fix up, but we happen to have like a whole bunch of crew working on that as we speak.
Don't you think we should at least check up on it? We are an active city. The locals might get curious.
Carisha's just listening to you guys, looking kind of amused. And confused as well, because she doesn't know what a Spelljammer is.
Yeah, I mean, I will give our mighty ship a little mental nudge. Like, how are you coping with repairs?
Repairing, but slowly.
Okay. Yeah, ship is working on it. He's a good boy.
Yes, very good boy. It tells you, so the ship, she tells you that she is still injured, but she can repair herself. It will just take her probably a month, maybe 2, to fully repair herself. She'll be able to get into the air in about 2-3 weeks.
Ask her if there's anybody giving her trouble. We don't know if any of the guard are coming by wondering what the hell crashed into the side of their mountain.
She would say if there were trouble, and at the same time, don't forget how much crew we've got hanging around the ship right now.
Carisha speaks up at this point and goes, the town isn't as close as you seem to think. It's 2 or 3 days travel, and the guard doesn't come this far.
Yeah. Sorry, we lose track of distance because we sort of fly. Like, we could do a month's travel in a day if I'm willing to pump enough magic into it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
That
very
sounds
handy.
it's really handy.
It's super handy. And my ship is psychic. Because she's a good boy.
Interesting.
Well, if everything's fine, then I guess we're going deeper into the caves to fight spiders of unusual sizes.
Couldn't go much. A devil's march. But we're not devils, so it'll be easier for us.
I'd rather fight devils than spiders, to be honest.
Oh,
So-
come on. Spiders are adorable.
So,
see.
looking at the map, she points out that, so you can see the road that goes in the middle of the map, over that first little hill.
Mm-hmm.
So she points out that you guys are roughly on the other side of that hill. You have to go all the way through the mountains to get to the Chasm of Flies.
Sure. How long does it look like it takes to get through the mountain itself?
Carisha says it'll probably take you guys about 2 weeks.
Hmm.
And that's if you don't get caught by anything living in the mountains. It'll take you 2 or 3 days to get over to Greg Fort. But if you get there, you could probably get some horses that can get you to the chasm faster.
Sounds like a good plan. Alright then. Thank you very much for your help.
She waves and she smiles and she says, "Thank you. It's nice to have company. Is your ship going to stay outside?"
Yeah, when it's able to fly again, she'll have a fly and catch up to us.
It'll be nice to have someone else to talk to.
Yeah. I will inform my ship that Krista is totally okay with talking to.
Cool.
I forget. Can our ship commune with other creatures?
Yeah, psionically.
Yeah.
She is telepathic.
Just trying to make sure.
Yep. She's a good boy.
She is a good boy. So there you go. It'll take you guys a few days to travel. But as you do, you can give me more.
Perception?
No, you can give me an intelligence and a history check.
Are we at least going to see the outside? Prefer not to spend days stuck in claustrophobic caves.
No, you're not gonna be in caves. Like, so over,
Well, I mean, that
like
was in
once you
character, that-
leave, yeah. But once you leave the cave you're in, there's a road.
Handy. I like roads.
So-
Well known for getting us from where we are to where we need to be.
So what you know from the map, the area on the map is called the Chasm of Flies. Decades following the Titan War, huge black clouds of flies swarmed the opening and into the chasm. Most creatures corrupted by Titan's blood, they grew to monstrous, raven-sized, and deadly.
Hmm.
Spiders of unusual sizes.
And flies of unusual sizes.
Why can't we ever just fight nice things? Normal humans or other humanoid creatures. We have to go to a cave with giant fucking flies.
So one of the other things that you know, the Devil's March is not inhabited by any of the divine races. Twisted varieties of goblins, other Titan spawn, and demons dwell there primarily, but it's also known for its many undead creatures and the devils and other infernal beings that give it its name.
Oh, this place is going to be lovely.
Oh yeah, it'll be fantastic.
That's a save and not a check, DCR.
Say what?
Yeah.
It did intelligence save instead of intelligence check. I mean,
Yeah.
that ass roll, there's no way that's helping you anyway. Again, like, yeah.
Yeah, my intelligence save is the exact same as my intelligence check anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably the same, but regardless, different buttons.
Suppose it's time to get on the move then.
Yep. Bye, Flub. I'll give one a pat. Yep.
Wait,
Yep.
do we
You
know
get
where the exit
a
is?
weird, happy.
Yep.
Do we know what the exit is?
Up.
The way we
Up.
came.
Up. Up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you're outside in the forest.
Oh,
With
I
a
thought that was
hill.
also part of the cave.
Nope, with hills rising up around you and a road not super far away. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I do wonder if we should do something about the cave entrance.
Why?
I mean, they've managed just fine
yeah.
for a millennia already.
It's just a
So-
spot of bad luck and a couple big spiders.
Ezekiel shrugged. Well, alright then.
They'll be cool. Plus, they got the shipkeeping company, and sure, she's down at the moment, but if worse comes to worse, not only is she currently being manned by, like, some of this land's greatest fighters, she can still, like, blast them with magic and shit. Like, at will. Just fucking hurling out shatters. More powerful than me.
Yep.
Ah, my familiar, why?
Oh fuck, I forgot Emma again.
Forever. Always forgotten.
You know, these plains look pretty alright for apparently only twisted creatures inhabiting them.
Yeah, don't want to go too far off because there might be something. You never know.
Because
Like-
you're not there yet.
Yeah, we're
that's
still not, yeah.
Of course, caution is of the utmost priority. All I'm saying is that these lands don't look as bleak as they should be.
Yeah.
Actually, Izzy will stop and take like a just quick glance around the
I'm gonna
landscape.
get a drink.
That was
Um,
persuasion. I'm in perception. I'm still getting used to this mouse.
So how does it feel to have an acid bath?
Pretty awesome.
So the area where you're at is completely fine. It's healthy, it's green, it's lush. You can't see over the mountains, but where you're at, it's pretty fucking nice.
Hard to believe that any creatures not blessed by gods would inhabit lands like these. If this continues on, I must say I'm looking forward to our little adventure.
It is not going to continue on like this.
Scow, you know that you're on the good side of the mountain.
Yeah.
On the other side of the mountain is where the
Oh,
Devil's
I-
March is.
I know. I already told Izzy, but Izzy is not very good at listening, so...
You just told me that.
No, I mean, like, literally the moment that we got here, and then you were like, oh, this is a nice place. Like, yeah, we're in the nice bit. It's not going to stay that way. And then you went, oh, if the rest of our journey is going to be like this, then I'm going to be very happy.
I didn't hear you because I was still talking. Fuck you.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh man. That Fen, that is a bear in a motorcycle? Why?
And there's a bear on a
What?
motorcycle, waving
It's
to
just a
crowds.
bear
It's
on a
great.
motorcycle waving to people.
He's just waving at
I
people.
want to see.
Oh, in chat. There's just literally a bear on a motorcycle.
Just waving at folks
That-
and getting rewarded with nom-noms.
That's a good dog.
Yeah, it's a very good dog. See, that bear went to church with a good boy.
Mhm.
That bear did go to church with a good boy. Jesus.
I
Alright.
suppose we should move on. See what
Anything
else
with
we
2 or
do.
more legs is a good dog.
It's true.
Spiders.
Yes. They're
Also, good
dogs.
dogs. They're all good dogs, Brent.
Cockroaches. Nothing attacks us. We move on.
Nope,
Yeah.
stuff attacks you.
Yeah, I suspect that there's
Yeah.
impending doom.
I just had to figure out what was going to attack you.
Not 1, but not 2, but 3 chimera.
But 4 bugbears.
4 bugbears.
4 minotaurs come out and start squatting around you.
This isn't
Must have a
70.
heart. You're right. Damn it.
You don't know how to speak the true Slav language of Minotaurs.
Especially since Izzy does not have any of their blood.
Mm-hmm.
Izzy's not blessed with pure Slavic might.
That's lame. I can't believe they're not there.
It's gonna
Need
be
to
4
eat
boulets.
way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no. No, that
Mhm.
had to be a D12 or D4s or something. At which he rolled max. Always.
Yeah. Many bullets.
So we'll go to the next one.
I'm brave.
See why.
Gosh, that'd be nice when I eventually have armor, you guys. I'm just walking around in a big shirt right now.
It's true, you are.
What I'm hoping is that this next town coming up has its own riding dog. And then my barding won't go to waste.
Yeah.
Since we're traveling,
Mm-hmm. That is a 10-minute ritual, but it is not a bad idea
Yeah.
right there.
But Find Steed is a great spell.
It is a really good spell.
I am
use horse to
surprised
carry
that's
all
a
of my
fucking
retainers.
spell, but it makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's Torty McHorseface for paladins.
I thought paladin. Oh no, that's fucking. Shit, I know the word. I just can't remember it.
Next to all the different kinds of smites they get.
Yep.
Fuck. It's not Inquisitor. It's not Paladin. It's another. It's literally a horse-based knight class in D&D. I'm forgetting its name, even though
Can-
Rinzo was one.
5th edition?
And my steed
Or
be a giant dog.
3.5, but it's in 5th edition. It just sucks in 5th.
It might be.
Knights?
Not 9.
That's Unearthed Arcana.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Mounted Combatant. That's a feat.
Fighter. Cavalier. There we go.
That's also Unearthed Arcana. Which is just Knight but renamed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
The
I guess
Tibetan
it is
Mastiff
only
is the biggest good boy.
I suppose
So-
it is only fine steed. Wait. Warhorse, a pony, a camel, elk, or a mastiff.
Oh, hey, we got a new friend who just turned up.
You do
Yeah.
have a new friend who just turned up.
You found a fucking dragon.
No, he
that-
didn't
no.
find a dragon.
It's a
doesn't know
drake at best.
Holy shit, Callan, you found a dragon.
So you guys are actually about here because Callan had to stop to do his ritual.
Yep.
And um um so as you're doing your ritual, a curious head pokes from around this tree.
Ooh.
You just summoned a dragon, Callan.
Is
Can't...
this the result of my spell or something else?
No, this is the result of something else.
Hi.
Sif, damn it.
Hi there.
Wait.
Nope,
Damn it.
being friendly. How's it going?
Hello.
Izzy is like moving over to start nagging Sif and Sarah, and then he stops as he hears it talk. And he's just like, hello?
It sounds like a fairly young voice. But it sounds curious.
Are you locals to this area?
I live here. Yes.
Oh. Hi. We sort of crashed
Hello.
around here. Sorry if it troubled you at all. I'm Sif. This is Izzy. This is Sarah. This is Emma. And over there currently summoning a magical... probably a horse. Maybe a big dog. That's Callan.
Hi. I need to figure out what his name is gonna be.
Jeffrey.
Fucking. That
No.
would mean every time I called Jeffrey a dragon, I was right.
I am
Harry. You're
No.
Lizard Harry.
your lizard, Harry. Cineris.
Nice to meet you. You live in a good place.
It does okay.
I suppose one could become jaded to such luxury over time.
That goes to such a great fucking cartoon.
One more thing. Okay, before I get distracted.
One second.
Hope we weren't disturbing you. We were just simply passing by. Just to break the silence, as he kind of digs into his back pocket and brings out one of the rations. Are you hungry? I have snacks. They're quite good.
Yes, please.
Izzy walks over and hands some piece of gourmet bacon.
he happily noms bacon, and he's super excited because he's never had bacon before. And it's delicious.
It is the best. Dizzy's a good cook.
Mm-hmm.
He cooked bacon.
So if we'll
Bacon
look
with
around-
Dizzy.
He's actually supposed to be a little bit bigger than that. There we go.
Yeah.
Such a good dog.
Mm-hmm.
So he lays down and he folds his front paws over each other. And he watches you guys and he's just like, so hang on.
I hear the squeaking of doors.
Must be your imagination.
Must be. Must be. What is that?
Yeah.
I was making cooking tools.
Oh, you didn't put the
Cooking
name in right there,
utensils.
did you?
No,
Yeah.
I'd forgotten to. I'm assuming that cooking is wisdom.
I
since
mean,
when-
you can drag cook's utensils directly into your tools thing.
Yeah.
It is
But
an
it
item.
it still doesn't specify which thing it does.
Oh, it's
Cooking is a
it's
tool.
Which attributes.
Cooking is a tool, and it's a wisdom tool.
yes, I knew it would be wisdom.
So he lays there and he folds his arms over, or folds his legs over, and he's watching you guys. And then he glances at Callan. And he's like, our scales are the same color. That's
Oh, snap.
nice.
Suppose
Yeah,
so.
he does look kind of coppery.
Yep.
Do you
Sure
spit acid
does.
as well then?
I do.
Ah, then you are the same scales. Although Callan is new to being a scaly.
Really?
Yeah, he used to be a wolf pork.
He used to really be a really big dog person, and I used to be an even bigger dog, but on all fours.
Hmm.
Sarah used to be a fairy, and Izzy used to be a little boy.
I am still the same.
You're just bigger than you were.
Yeah, no, you're just a man, baby.
He giggles. Like, and it's really interesting to hear a dragon giggle, but he definitely giggled.
Izzy gives Sarah a flat look and goes, "How's it feeling not to have wings anymore?"
Hey, that's not how Church the
You
Good
shut
Boy
your
works.
mouth.
That's gotta really be a change that sucks, Izzy.
So is being a child for most of your life. You don't see me getting. Actually,
Yeah,
you do
but
see
you're
me about
you
that.
do complain about that all the time, and also, I mean, you're not that anymore, and Sarah has now lost the thing that was good. So you should obviously be commiserating instead of making fun. That's not very nice.
Hmm.
Imagine now you were turned into a kid, and then you had to deal with it. That would obviously hurt a lot more, right?
I've had the history, but I understand being a good boy and all that. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Let me see. A bubble works.
I'm sure we'll find a way to get you your wings back at the least.
He
Or if
giggles,
there-
and acid flops from his nose because he snorts.
I love that button.
I do too. It doesn't go anywhere. Like it
doesn't.
just
It
flops
looks-
over
it's like-
his paws.
Yeah, it's like the spray button. It's like, that is no spray, that's a little itty bitty fountain. They should have called it
Yeah.
the fountain button.
That would be adorable if it wasn't so potentially deadly.
Let me see the.
Yeah, it's only a little bit of acid.
Here's this the splatter button.
That's out the other end.
Yep. Breath.
There are many a great button. And then, of course, the cloud that you can hold down forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since you're around from these parts, would you happen to know any details of the Devil's March?
I know that it's. I know that my dad said he'd skin me alive if I ever went over there.
Yeah, it's not a nice place from what we hear.
Sounds like your father would know of the dangers of the place. Where is
So he reaches over to you, Izzy, hooks a paw around you, and pulls you really close, which will unfortunately kind of knock you a little bit prone. And he leans down in a very commiserating, whispery sort of way and is like, but I have been over there. And let me tell you, it's a little weird. There are goblins with like 6 eyes and these terrible, huge spiders that are as big as I am.
the spiders?
This place
Izzy
sounds
doesn't
really
know-
cool. It's very fun.
Izzy doesn't know what idea he currently hates most right now: fighting big spiders or having the dragon snort laugh right when he's over his shoulder. Either one ends but poorly for him.
It's okay.
It's
I
true.
got a heal spell.
It's true. But Izzy gave him bacon, hence why Izzy gets the cuddle close commiseration.
Ah, but of course.
Izzy would go, really now? Any
Yeah.
other oddities over that land?
It's super bright. Like there's magic all over the place over there, but I don't know where exactly. I haven't been allowed that close.
Yeah.
Does your father know anything about it?
Probably, but if I took you to him, he might eat you.
The dragon raises a particularly good point.
So your father doesn't like outsiders.
Yeah, but I think you're fun. You're adventurers. That's exciting.
I suppose exciting's a word for it. I've had many misadventures.
Nah, we've had great adventures all around. We
That
came here on a
sounds so
flying
fun.
ship, and she'll fly again soon.
What?
Oh yeah,
Ships don't fly.
mine does.
We
She's a
tend
real
to have-
sweetie. She's a good
Magic
boy.
ships do.
Yeah.
We tend to have a habit of attracting the oddities of the world.
Whoa, that's really cool.
She's psychic too, so, you know, you can have a little talk with her if you want.
No, Callan. It's a young one.
It's
Yeah,
just
he's a kid.
It's just a kid, not a bimbro. He hasn't said totally yet. Or dude. Or talked about surfing.
Yeah, no, it's just he's a very young copper dragon.
You'll never take me alive, Copper Dragon.
So he's like if you imagined age-wise, he's probably about 13 or 14.
Is
And
Izzy
he's
still...
and he's had a very sheltered life. And yes, Izzy is still clutched close to him.
Okay, then never mind. Izzy will kind of look at Sif and go like and make a cut motion with his neck.
Tell you what, could you, by any chance, just warn your dad about my ship? She's like a real sweetie and won't hurt anyone. But, you know, stuff that flies might catch him off guard, and then he'd want to try and destroy her, but she's really nice.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, say, if you want some more bacon, we'll have to get Izzy up there and we can do a little bit of cooking.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do you
as
have any
conf-
bacon left?
As confident as I am in my cooking, I'm not sure I'd be comfortable cooking for a dragon.
Oh, okay. I mean, I understand.
Izzy.
And then his
Come on,
frills
Izzy.
droop and he looks like a kicked puppy.
Izzy just looks up to this guy and is just like, but of course I can always make an exception for a rather friendly dragon.
Really? And then he gets really excited again.
Yep.
Yes,
We are gonna
yes.
need him back from underneath you, though.
As long as you can promise your
Oh,
fry me
right.
alive in case I accidentally, for whatever reason, make a bad batch.
He lets you go, Izzy. And he's like, yeah, sure. It takes a lot to make dragons sick.
Especially acid dragons, I bet. You could probably eat the heck out of a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Hmm. I never thought of it that way. And then Izzy will kind of tiptoe to Sif, bend down, and whisper, "We should probably try not to play up our adventures. We'll get in trouble if the kid follows us into the Devil's March."
Ah, that's a fair point. Yeah, let's have some food. And what steeds does Callan get then?
Callan steed.
Yay.
Callan steed. Dun 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 dun.
Colin Steve.
I want it to be like just the most retarded horse, like, Gorsh, hi everybody, I'm a horse.
Yeah, it's a wolf.
Callan gets Salty the horse.
Hey, you got a sweet horse there, Callan.
Can't control him.
Yeah, I have
Wolfie
to.
McWolfface.
Yeah, Wolfie McWolfface.
I have to give you control of him.
It's a celestial wolf.
It is.
Good old Celestial Borg.
There you go.
Suppose we will have to do some hunting before I can start cooking. I definitely don't have enough meat on me to be able to feed a whole 2 dragons.
I mean, we could probably find 1 or 2 boars over here.
Oh man, I can hunt. I'm super good at hunting.
I have no question about that.
Oh, say, what do you know about the village we're coming up on?
Oh man, you're going over. You're going over to Gregfort.
Well, I think we go past it on our way down to the Devil's March, since we can't fly.
Oh no, you gotta go down to Gregfort before you can go up to Devil's March.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice place. My dad has my dad has an agreement with the leader there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. They give us stuff every month, and he makes sure they don't get attacked.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I
Well,
approve.
he makes sure they don't get attacked by monsters that live around here.
Yeah. Are there any particularly nasty ones, like, nearby? Just to make sure we're traveling safe and stuff.
There's a couple of there's a couple of earth elementals that live around. They're not too bad though. They're
Oh, yeah.
kind of nice guys.
Yeah, I've met elementals before. They're great. Good old rock friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you made one.
Yeah, I make a lot of elementals. I am actually an elemental's papa. Mama. Something, both.
Nice.
Yeah. She was really friendly.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, these
He's
days I'm
super
sure
excited.
she's, traveling the land doing fire elemental stuff.
Izzy is a slightly suspicious look when he mentions that his father protects the city.
There are some hags that live here. There's some hobgoblins. There's the giant elk, and there's a little trio of griffins that don't live too far away.
What about the creatures from the Devil's March? Do they ever spill over from the land?
Sometimes, but my dad eats them real quick.
They sound like they wouldn't taste very nice.
Yeah, I was about to say, if
Well,
he's
I mean-
willing to eat Devil's March creatures, then anything I can prepare will be heaven in comparison.
I don't know. I've never eaten them.
Fair enough. Stretchy stretch. That was a really cool dog you got there, Cal. Looks like a good boy.
So, you guys get to see this dragon like flop out on his stomach, spread all 4 of his legs out like he's a fucking corgi, and then his wings. So he is just a giant starfish of a dragon on the ground right now.
I approve. Of the
I
dragon
don't know why,
starfish.
but I was thinking of Land Before Time.
Tree star, motherfucker.
Motherfucking tree stars, bitch.
I can
Motherfucking
imagine this
tree
little
stars.
dragon being animated like he was in Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as it's not any of the more tragic British animations where everyone dies at the end.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, why don't you go do some hunting and alert your father that we're here? I'll prepare my tools for a feast.
Sure. Okay. And then he pops up onto his feet, stumbles a little bit, and you get the sense that like his foot was asleep. He stumbles a little bit. He gets up. He gives a really disconcerting, toothy grin, and then flops off. Away he goes.
Yep. Yeah, fancy that. This is looking up. I mean, we met a cave full of flumps and a really nice person, squashed a few spiders, and now we get to eat bacon with the dragon. It's a good start of the day.
Hopefully, it's not. Half the reason why I'm so eager to do this is because I'm suspicious of what he said.
Oh, what, you suspect that the dragon's agreement is a little bit less than good? At the same time, I imagine his, as far as all things considered, the dragon could just fucking take what he wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. The boy seems starry-eyed, and hopefully that same attitude transfers over to his father. But if not...
But like dragons are generally considered nice folk, so
Yeah, I mean, my sister hangs out with dragons. They were cool. I haven't seen them for a while, though, but they were cool when I knew them. I speak dragon. It's all good. Rar, rar, rar. Dragon, 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 speak.
Either way...
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Either way, I'm going to need your help, Callan. We have a lot of trees to cut down.
Why you gotta cut down trees?
can't you just forage for dry wood?
Yeah.
It's
mean,
going to
that's
burn
awesome.
way easier.
Yeah, you don't cut down living trees, Izzy.
That wood is still soaked. It's going to be real smoky that way.
Fine, I guess I can forage for dry wood.
I'll lend a hand too. Seems only fair.
That's a survival check, which I am bad at.
I mean, finding dry wood is not the world's hardest job, but fucking...
Yeah.
Alright, I have advantage on mine.
Oop.
Find you some motherfucking dry wood. Find you some fucking primo-ass dry wood. Yeah. It'll make the bacon taste even better. A delicious, delicious smoky texture.
God damn it. I'm gonna need to go cook after this.
Oh, what hath hell wrought with these hands?
Talk of bacon has made my stomach aware that it's hungry.
Yep. After this, I'm gonna have more grilled cheese and chorizo sandwiches. Yeah. Gather up some logs. Get a little fire going for some cooking. And then I think I'm going to... I'll be like, you know what, guys? I will be right back in a second. I need to go look into something. Like, wander off
Not a girl.
behind a tree. And then you probably hear a cry of, damn it, it really is gone!
Do I dare ask what is gone?
There's a longer pause.
Guess.
Oh.
Man, peeing outdoors takes so much longer now. Seriously, that thing was so convenient. It just, leg up, problem solved. No more.
Well,
I've got to
I mean,
crouch like a two-leggy person.
maybe you're just having some learning pains getting used to your new equipment.
It's also the fact that I'm, a biped now, and I have to, pick down pants.
Hey, that's right. Are you super awkward with using your non-forward, your two hands?
No, I mean, I used to use a mage hand, and I was a pretty accomplished artist, all things considered. If anything, just having actual hands attached is convenient. I mean, they still control in sort of the same way as far as the brain is concerned. No, they're definitely, the thing that I'm least finding myself used to right now is the whole wearing pants thing, not having a penis, and being short.
You're also left-handed.
Yeah, also, not only am I left-handed, I, then, clap my hands, and then the left one, which is as hard as steel but still looks like flesh, makes a resounding clunk noise. I mean, that's kind of strange, too. Didn't really notice when I was walking on all fours, but...
Luckily, you are no longer see-through like glass.
Yeah, I love that. And then I will also,
still have
lift...
gills?
Yeah, I lift my collar and reveal gills. Yeah, I still got the gills.
Yep.
You are such a weird amalgamation of features.
Yeah, magic will do that to you.
Yeah. Oh well.
Quite happy where I am right now.
I imagine
Just prefer
so.
to-
You're basically
just
where you
prefer-
wanted to be.
I just prefer to stay an adult and finally be able to live out my days in peace.
And you sound so jaded.
I wonder why.
No, there's no need to be jaded.
You were a kid 2 days ago.
I was not a kid. I was actually an adult who had spent his entire life wading through battlefields as a medic.
Eh.
You're a kid.
So, a few minutes. So after a little bit, you guys hear the bleeding of an elk.
Oh, but he fucking killed a whole elf. Oh no, not elf bacon. They're so stringy.
You hear the bleeding of an elk, and then the whoa incoming, and Cinerius crashes to the ground with the now dead elk,
Oh, that sounds
and
like
just kind of like rolls a little bit, and then sits up really quickly, and I'm okay.
That was pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
like his wings go up like you would expect arms to, and he's just like, I'm okay, I'm cool.
And the
I'm
Russian
good.
judge gives him a 7.
And then a moment later, you guys are covered in a shadow
and
as
Daddy.
as the father circles above for a moment and then lands. Ignore the fact
Mm.
that he's blue. I couldn't find a proper copper one that I liked.
Cineris, I hate to break it to you, but bacon is made of boars.
No, you
That's
can make
not-
bacon out of anything. You can straight up make bacon out of... Oh, hey there.
And he lands. And he touches down extremely delicately, all things considered. And I think that's the right size.
Hi,
looks
Cineris'
it.
dad.
Hello.
You come to join us for dinner? I'll swap to Draconic to be
no.
polite.
No, I have not.
Ah, unfortunate.
Dad blue.
Because I couldn't find the proper color that I liked. Or the proper copper color that I liked that still had a nice face.
Ah, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I mean, we won't be hanging around particularly long, but figured we would, share the wealth as far as dinner's concerned. Seemed only fitting as tribute, even though we're stopping by briefly.
Alright, good. That is how big he's supposed to be.
Yep.
And he's like, why have you stopped by? How did you get here?
We kind of crashed from our, well, Sif's Spelljammer.
Yeah, I'll wave a hand. Spelljammer, the giant flying boat, essentially.
He knows what a spelljammer is.
Dope.
He looks surprised. And then he sits down, and you guys notice, like, he sits down delicately enough that he doesn't really disturb the land around him. Like, he's careful not to knock over any trees, and he curls his tail around his legs as he's sitting. And then he considers it, scoots back a little bit, and then lays down. So that he's very carefully laid down. But so that his head is closer to you guys, and he's not quite towering so far over you. Because this guy is fucking huge. He is absolutely massive.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, he lays down. He's just like, all right. I know what a spelljammer is. It's been a very, very long time since I've seen one.
Ah. I take it that their origin plane wasn't this one either.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake, go away, whoever the fuck you are out there.
No, my origin is not here, although this is all Serenius knows.
Fair enough. Actually created the Spelljammer around here, the fact that it turned out to be a spelljammer was more fortuitous than anything. It was the great spending of a wish.
A wish. That is impressive magic.
Indeed, I was granted it for helping an outsider being returned to its home plane.
I still don't like that genie. She tried to attack me.
She didn't. She was just, you needed to have a conversation with her first.
Well, I was just standing there and then she tried to claw me.
I can't remember it exactly, but regardless. But yes, a probability storm spawned on our heads. We're still not entirely used to our current forms, as it were. We crashed down here. The ship is repairing herself currently. It'll be a couple of weeks before she's airborne again, though.
Oh no.
They're
Busy.
they're very handy ships to be able to do so.
Indeed.
Where exactly are you headed?
Well, as it stands, for rescuing a shard mind in a cave full of flumps from a bunch of spiders, we were shown a magic map, essentially that might lead to some artifacts. Let's see here. Devil's March is the original plan.
That's a dangerous land.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty competent.
I was actually hoping you might have some information about that place.
I can tell you that it's overrun with undead. There are a handful of devils living there.
Devils?
As
in-
opposed to demons?
Devils.
Well, at the very least, they're workable.
Devils with a capital D.
Yeah.
We hang out with one's wife, actually. They're okay. They're not so bad, assuming you don't give them a reason to do evil on you.
He that he. Nope, he has no idea who.
Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
so
I'll give him the name of it. Player have forgotten.
Kid doesn't know either. It's Isha.
That's it,
Um,
Isha.
Is it called Devil's March but has demons infecting it?
Devils.
There are
Oh,
demons
devils.
and there are devils,
Oh.
both of which are there. The land itself is poisoned.
It sounds more like an entry to hell rather than a marchway.
It was called the March because that was one of where a battle took place. I remember the sound of war shook even the mountains here.
Man, Callan's Divine Sense must be going off like a crazy radar right now.
I've seen some horrible battlefields in my lifetime, but none so bad that they twisted the very land around them. And yes, I have forgotten exactly all the lore that was told about that place.
It wasn't the battle itself that twisted the land. It was the Titan's blood that spilled on it. The Titans are ugly, impure creatures.
Yep.
And their blood is a corruption of the very essence of this place.
Understandable.
We're still going to go forward with getting into this place, aren't we, Sif?
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of still the thing we do, and at the same time, I mean, it's that or we literally sit around for a few weeks or months waiting for a ship to be ready to travel again. I would much rather be productive.
Suppose we really wouldn't be worth saving the world if we couldn't even handle a place like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's no big deal, I'm sure.
Izzy continues to cook along. He'll get a 19 after it because I spent inspiration wisely.
You did spend inspiration wisely. Quite the bacon.
Yes.
I've just realised we've been terribly rude. My name is Sif, and what's yours, sir?
I am Chaiseret.
Das ist meine Scheißeret.
I'm not
Says
going to
the
be able
rest.
to pronounce any of these names, I hope you know.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. Yeah, and until food is ready, sit around, make conversation. If he prefers it, I will swap to Draconic. Otherwise, as usual, normal conversation stuff.
There is a swirl of magic, and he vanishes, and in his place appears a human with dragon-like appendages.
Ah, cool.
That's really neat.
That seems very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Could you do that, Tyrannus? Would be much more convenient on the serving size.
I mean, he's small already. Come on.
Serenius laughs a little bit, and he's like, "No, I can't do that yet."
I mean, small relatively. He's bigger than all of us.
The wolf that Callan is riding is actually the same size as he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he is pretty small.
Yeah, he's only a large creature.
Yeah.
He's not super big.
So he's wide, not big.
He's large, long.
Mm-hmm.
So he technically only takes up a 5-foot square when facing forward, but he's 10 feet from nose to tail.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, this elk will almost be ready soon, so just everybody take a seat and relax.
I'm already heckin' relaxing. Emma keeps playing with
Yeah.
my hair, though.
I mean, you could twirl it around now.
Yeah, I mean, I can do stuff with it. It's more workable than fur, and still feels super nice to be played with. Oh my gosh. It is not as fun as
So-
pettings, but it is not far
Okay,
off.
so I have a question of something I want to try and do, right?
All right.
So, I am a monk of serenity, and through my hands I can infuse healing, right?
Yep.
So I was wondering if you would let me, while I'm cooking, infuse some positive energy into the food.
Yes.
You want to make happy joy bacon?
Happy meals.
Oops. That wasn't what I intended. That was what I intended. Um. Who's carrying the loot from the cave you went in?
I've got a
I
bag
would
of holding, I think, so
Yeah.
probably in me.
He points out that you have magic stuff in that bag.
Oh, I do.
I have.
Yeah, plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a gander here. It might well be that some of the stuff we gathered from our successes was magic as well. That is a good point. I hadn't gotten around to a identification yet. I'm gonna, gently lay the bits and pieces out.
So he ignores everything that you take out and points at the leather bag, and he says, "That's magic."
It is. Sorry, yes, this is a bag of holding. Carries all sorts of stuff.
No, he points at a leather bag that you got from the loot,
Oh, the bag
and
itself.
he says that's magic.
Oh.
Interesting. Let's take a peek
So,
here.
Good thing it isn't a bag of holding,
Arcana with
or else
advantage.
your bag would have
Huh.
exploded.
It is a bag of holding.
Wait,
But-
then
There wasn't anything in it.
Yeah,
So
an empty
it
bag
was
of holding
just
isn't
an
a dimensional
empty
space.
sack.
Ah, I'll be damned. This one's a bag of holding as well. Wow,
Uh, it's-
smile
one of
all the way
those.
through.
It's an uncommon bag of holding.
Neat. I believe that's £100. I
I
forget now.
think so, yeah.
Yep, I'll toss it over to Sarah.
thanks.
Very nice. I'll scoop the rest of the bits and pieces back in again.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff is just all of its masterwork and fairly nicely made.
Yep.
But he looks at Callan and he tilts his head a little bit one way and then his head a little bit the other way. And he's like, "You haven't been a dragon very long.
Nope.
Have you gotten the hang of the breath yet?"
Yep.
He chuckles a little bit and he's like, "I bet that was an experience."
Yeah, it was great.
Super casual about it. Yeah, it was cool. I'm pretty acid. It was dope.
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'm pretty awesome.
he just kind of grins and he's like, it'll take getting used to, I'm sure.
Callan will just like adjust his cloak so that some of the like acid holes aren't visible.
He just kind of grins.
It's easy.
Yeah, he used to be a dog. I used to be a dog. Really big one.
Yeah, he's like, he admits, I can see the traces of the storm left on you.
Ah, yeah. I imagine it stands out quite a bit.
It does. But even now, it's settling.
I imagine so. Yeah, it's I feel like some of my essence isn't what it once was. Not to mention the whole bodily change thing. I was the smartest individual in this land, but now I'm only like probably third smartest. Sucks a bit. But, you know.
He grins.
It's kind of the way it goes.
Izzy is kind of eyeing the dragon to see what he does when Sif mentions that he's the smartest in the land.
Was the smartest in the land. Only top 3 now.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. I mean, he was. He was fucking stupidly smart. Incomprehensibly so.
Chisararet just kind of smiles. He knows exactly what the fuck you're going on about. He's like, yeah, it's intelligence is a wondrous thing.
Yeah, and Sif will look pleased, and then sad once he realizes that she doesn't have the same kind of stomach capacity as before, and after like nomming at a plate goes, "Oh, I'm full now. Damn. Oh."
Cenarius will nom all of his. His dad'll have like a little bit. It's a meager portion in comparison to what you guys would expect from him.
Wasn't 19.
But he did also tell you guys that he wasn't hungry. He'd eaten before. He's just being polite.
Yep.
Fair enough.
He does compliment your cooking, though.
Yeah. I think the only thing
It is very good.
possible interest is that I still have a collar keg of whiskey. And I have a flask that turns water into bourbon. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
But I'm
But
too young
he-
to drink now. No.
He tells you to be careful when you go into Devil's March. He does say that I heard that before you were going into Devil's March, you were going into Greg Fort.
Yeah, that was the plan.
No one from Greg Fort will accompany you through the mountains. It isn't safe, and none of them are willing to even approach the Devil's March. So I suggest you buy a compass and hope you don't get lost.
Hope. Something wrong with the way of the land. So then to people
Well-
getting lost easily.
It's a mountain. There are iron and other deposits of minerals that interfere with the compass.
I think an adventurer shouldn't be too unused to.
That's true, but as you get closer to the Devil's March, chances are you'll run into more difficult foes.
Yep. Let's have a look here. If
And
we get
Cyrenius-
truly lost, I have one get out of shit quick card that we can use.
Cyrenius pops up and he's like, yeah, there are like undead hounds and everything. And his dad gives him a look. And you guys just see the little copper dragon just go, oh.
Ooh, You were doing well.
Mm. And he
Almost
just
went
kind of
bad.
he
Almost.
just kind of shakes his head, and he's like, "We'll be talking about this later, Serenius." And the kid's like, "Yes, Dad." Well, he goes, "Yes, Father."
Yep.
Because
Yes,
he
Papa.
knows he's in
Yeah,
trouble.
that's the you're in trouble voice right there. I'm not
He's
angry. I'm
trouble.
just disappointed.
Disappointed.
Oh!
Ah, into the heart of me.
It hurts. Right. Yeah. Okay then. Let's see here. I will have like a cap of bourbon, and then just to be sad when I'm already like, that's already too much for me to drink. That's really annoying. And I will recap it again.
Think of it this way, Sif. Now you have that much more to enjoy.
Yeah, but like getting drunk used to be part of the fun, but now getting drunk would just make me really sick. Like so ill.
Believe it is your church doctrine to take the good things in life
It's very
in
true.
favor of. Well, it has been a very pleasant meeting time with you. Izzy will walk up to offer a handshake.
He will shake your hand. He seems amused by the handshake.
You shake hands
Give
like
me
a
a
bitch.
sense. Give me a sense motive. All of you
That's
can.
insights.
Insight, whatever.
Yep.
Sif doesn't get it. Sarah doesn't get it.
I have.
Izzy gets it.
I have advantage on stuff like that because of my familiar. They do aid
Oh, okay,
actions of the
then-
worship.
Then yeah, you'll get it, Sif. Is Callan gonna roll?
Insight.
Then
Cal,
It's
give a
a-
fuck.
Callan doesn't get it.
I'm copper, yay!
So Izzy and Sif, the two of you get it. So he doesn't dislike you guys, but he does kind of view you as you're really amusing bugs.
Yep.
Suppose that's par for the course for a dragon.
It
Izzy will say
is.
nothing and just take it.
Yeah,
Izzy will
he
say- Izzy
shakes.
says-
Yeah, that is 100% in stride. Don't worry, I'll come back and visit when I become a deity. It'll be fine.
Izzy's just like,
Right.
take the compliment.
Yeah, he shakes your hand. He's like, I have no problem with this. But he does very much, pretty much just view you guys as really amusing, lesser life forms.
Yeah, it's expected.
Hopefully
Yeah.
he doesn't view other humans as lesser life forms worthy of dying.
I mean,
It's
he's-
not that he views you as worthy of dying. Copper dragons are fairly good creatures.
they're
But it's
still
like-
dragons.
It's like he's a human
Yeah.
and he's giving a handshake to a puppy.
Yeah, he's just
Yes.
like, oh, you've learned a trick. How cute.
Yeah, anytime you'd cast like 6th level magic, he's like, can roll over! That's a really good
Yeah.
trick!
It's like, good job.
You did a good job.
So he looks at you like that. His son, on the other hand, Serenius, you guys can tell this kid thinks you're awesome.
Yeah.
He hasn't yet gotten to the point of being the sort of dragon to, oh, you're mortals, how cute.
He isn't mortal jaded.
He hasn't been
Not
around
yet.
long enough.
I guess
No,
yeah, he's
he's
still
still
within
young.
a mortal lifespan for a dragon, isn't he? So
He is,
he hasn't
yeah.
out aged that shit yet. It's cool. I'll come back when I'm a
Yeah, he's
when I'm a
still-
deity, and then
He's
we'll
still
see.
young. He does decide to warn you about something.
Oh,
I need to see if I can remember what the name it is.
the clap! Don't get the clap. Watch out for that.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I can't remember what system it's from.
Motherfucking true stars. It's just stuck in my head now.
Motherfucking tree stars. I know.
It's just trapped there. It's in my psyche, and I can't get it out.
I mentioned that meme, and now it was all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I apologize, but I am not sorry.
I can't remember what it's actually called.
As long as it isn't a giant purple worm that tries to eat everything, that's
giant-
Demon Prince.
Yep.
As long as it's not actually just we're walking through the ass crack of a Tarask.
I mean,
That's the real Devil's March.
Tarasks are actually easy to fight because they only have 5-foot range. You
Fight
just
for
need to
not
run a
as
whole
bad
lot.
as they could have
I was going to say, they have a 5-foot range, but one step crests such an incredible distance.
Yeah, run and fight.
They do no damage at all.
Just run.
Like, I know which one will win the endurance race.
See, you just have to treat it like the raid boss.
I mean, if it comes down to running away, then we're probably fucked.
Oh, I mean, we're talking about the Tarask. This is absolutely not a thing that's going to be encountered by us, I would hope.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be like, fucking, alright, Psychic Ship, I don't care how damaged you might be and how risky it would be to jump planes, but it's time for us to leave. Motherfucking Tarask.
Either Tarask or Korgeth. Just run. Never look back.
Yeah. We're going, get in the car, go.
That's not it.
I wonder what nightmares you are hunting out. Eldritch abominations.
I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Is it from Tome of Beasts? Is it from Bolus? Is it from Monster
No,
Man?
it's when two dragons are like waging a game war against each other, and they use the adventurers to wage a war without actually moving physically against each other.
Politics.
Being a dick.
It's called politics.
It's not politics. Like, it's an actual name.
Being a
Proxy
dick.
war.
Huh?
Being a dick.
Oh no, it's not a proxy war. Like, the dragons have an actual name for it.
Spindle?
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
Um,
That's their sports ball.
well, he warns you about a dragon who lives on the other side of the chasm.
Also copper or any different color.
It's a red dragon.
Eh. They tend to be meanies.
Typically, yes.
Very short of temper.
Yes.
We'll keep an eye out for any red dragons. They're big, they're red.
That they are.
Do you happen to know anything that might tempt it if it came down to having to offer some kind of strange deal? Preferably one that didn't involve, like, ridiculous self-sacrifice.
I mean, they like treasure a whole lot. That I know.
True, but I mean, that's the kind of thing where they go, great, then I can take it from your cold, dead hands. Or, I guess this is a red dragon. Your crispy, warm, delicious hands.
Not helping.
He chuckles a little bit and he's like, I'm afraid not.
Oh well. We'll just hope everything goes totally okay, which it will.
I hope for your sake it does. He bids you good day and spreads his wings and off he goes. About halfway up in the air, he transforms back into a cool dragon.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
Bye.
Bye.
Kellen, can you do that?
It's a dragon. Of course I can do that.
Can you transform? Oh,
Just
that'd be
wait.
fucking dope.
Nope.
Oh,
Just no.
I'm not.
maybe
Aw.
you'll grow into it.
Help you survive your tongue lashing from your father. Just
He
remember,
he does tell. So the kid does tell you. Well, he told you who he was. From the size, you guys could easily extrapolate that that's who you just met. You met an ancient copper dragon.
Yep.
And Cyrenius just kind of looks a little sheepish, and is just like, yeah, I should probably go.
Yeah,
just
that'll be
remember
fine.
that family is a valued luxury.
Yeah.
Even though he's a dragon, even he won't be around forever.
Also, it's best you take some of the rest of the elk with you, I think.
I could do that if you guys don't want it.
We probably have travel rations instead. We would have to spend more time, sort of working on it. You can keep the rest as a treat. You certainly hunted it.
Mm-hmm.
He grins. He tells you guys thank you, and he's like, I'll try and keep an eye out for you while you're traveling.
Aw.
That's
That
appreciated.
would be great. But don't get yourself in trouble for our sakes.
Yeah, especially if there's a big red around.
Okay. And then he waves, and he picks up the elk, and off he goes. And you guys met
Cyrenius,
Cyrenius.
the young copper dragon.
Yep. And off he flies.
Hopefully the universe doesn't decide to punish us for turning down the help of a dragon, even if it was young.
Well, I mean, let's face it, we're actually a little bit more competent in a fight than a young dragon. And, I mean, he's sweet. I wouldn't want him to get hurt by a red trying to be a hero.
No, you're right. We shouldn't endanger him just for our sakes. But that does mean we need to move on now.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. Cars are being noisy today. I think they'll just fuck off. It's a hot day, so you can tell everyone's getting a little bit of, like, driver's road ragey hangriness out because they're just sweaty and uncomfortable.
Where you're at again?
About 30 degrees, and air conditioning doesn't exist here.
Oh yeah, no air conditioning, but always have to convert it because of filthy American units. 86.
Considering I prefer it at about 59 in America units.
59 fucking American units is freezing. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's 15 degrees Celsius. That's just right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I am still a Texas man.
Mm-hmm. I like it cold.
Used to the smoldering heat that we Texas people get.
You can dress for the cold, but there becomes a point where dressing for the warm is not only just public nudity, but even then just not good enough. Alright. Are we getting booped into a new map, Shosha?
No, I'm gonna call it here
Oh, okay.
because it's 3:00.
Alright.
So stuff happened.
Met a dragon.
Callan got a wolf.
He did indeed get himself a big ol' boofer.
Wolfie McWolfface.
Yep.
Bark, bark.
The legendary
Good
Wolfie
name.
McWolfface.
Is it name actually?
I see that you named him
Dane. Dane, of course.
It's better than Tam.
I mean, I don't need it right now. Would you like him to wear mithril barding? It is literally wolf barding. Let's see.
Now he's
here.
got mithril barding.
Yep. Let's see here. Mithril dog barding. Let's see. I can't remember what it would be worth.
I'm only...
Normal armor times 4.
Oh no. I'm talking in just actual the AC value. Mithril, I believe, is a medium armor in this. I need to check how much it is. Medium armors. Let's see here. It would be the breastplate equivalency, I think. So that is raw AC 15 everywhere on a big old animal. base 14 as a breastplate, but it's like just sharing somewhere around there. What's the other one? Is it half? Oh yeah, half is medium in this. Yes, 15. But because Mithril imposes no disadvantages on anything. Enjoy. And thank you very much for running, Shay. It was very fun.
I'm sorry that it ended up being so short.
It's okay. It happened, which is always a benefit.
It does.
Now go take care of those kittens.
Mm.
I do. I have to actually go feed them.
Yeah. And then leave them in the boob shelf.
That's why.
Yep, I have to feed them, and then I get to go do dishes.
Yay.
Oh no,
I need to
dishes.
go cook and make food. Holy shit.
I'm gonna make a sandwich.
I'm starving.
Yep. Well, if you've been watching in the stream, you've been watching in the VOD, I hope you have yourselves a little motherfucking good time, and do take care.
Bye.
See ya.